Is Mr. Carson Lady Mary's fault? Downton 3 will change everything you thought you knew. But first, is Downton Abbey 3 happening? Just a fair warning, we're about to discuss the plot of a new era. Sadly, we're still waiting for Julian Fellowes to start writing the third much-needed Downton Abbey installment. However, Downton Abbey: A New Era certainly leaves enough space for a continuation. Although the movie didn't end on a cliffhanger, we still have many questions regarding the character's future. One thing we know for sure is that the next film will be a lot different when compared to its predecessors. Following the release of A New Era, series creator Julian Fellowes said he'll consider making another film if the second one goes well. You know, box office-wise. Luckily, the project debuted in UK cinemas to positive reviews and a lot of fans asking for yet another follow-up. In A New Era, part of the family visited the French Riviera. A trip to France was necessary because Lady Violet revealed that she inherited a villa there, a gift from a man with whom she was in a relationship many years ago. In the meantime, a film crew visits the estate in order to use it as a location to film their movie. Those who have been left in the house made sure to keep an eye on the film crew. A New Era included everything: romantic storylines, a wedding, a poignant death, and of course scandal. It included everything except for Henry Talbot, Lady Mary's husband, who decided to chase his dreams of racing cars all around the world. He left Mary behind as she dealt with a lot of struggles, including the death of Lady Violet. Does this mean the next film will be without that fan-favorite character? Well, Dame Maggie Smith could return and reprise the role, but only through flashbacks. This, however, seems unlikely, and she appears determined her time on Downton is over. As for Henry Talbot, we don't expect him to return in the next film as well because the actor who portrays the character, Matthew Goode, is not particularly interested in the franchise. He did a short cameo in the first film, but decided not to appear at all in the sequel, which makes us believe he'll avoid making an appearance in the third installment as well. The sequel reveals that Lady Mary is now the new captain of Downton, a storyline that is expected to have a major influence on the plot of the third film. Since the next project will enter a new era, we could see her struggling to keep the estate while dealing with financial issues. This would of course feel like a repetitive plot because the Crawleys have dealt with financial issues before in the series, but if Lady Mary is left alone to deal with the issues, the storyline would feel different. With World War II on the horizon, the Crawleys would have a lot to deal with, that's for sure. So who else is on board for Downton 3?
They better be warned. The British are coming.
As mentioned before, the obvious person who won't return is Dame Maggie Smith, since her character died at the end of the sequel, something we're still unable to process. The sequel almost did the same with Elizabeth McGovern's character, but it turned out this was only a health scare, so she could return along with Hugh Bonneville as Robert Crawley. Sadly, Bonneville doesn't think Downton 3 would happen, and if it does, he thinks it's time for Robert to die. I don't think fans will be able to endure another death. One character we'll likely see in the continuation in Michelle Dockery's Lady Mary Talbot. If she returns, we'll also see Lady Edith, played by Laura Carmichael. Fans would also love to see Samantha Bond back as Lady Rosamund Painswick, Alan Leach as Tom Branson, and Tuppence Middleton as Lucy Branson. The new additions who appeared in the sequel are unlikely to return. We need new characters, that's for sure. Maybe Lady Mary will finally find someone who stays with her no matter what. If the creators decide to kill off Henry Talbot, she'll be beyond broken. And we're not sure if she's capable of going through the same thing that happened to Matthew again. Maybe recasting Henry Talbot is a better option. What do you guys think? But what if Carson is Lady Mary's father? A lot of fans believe that he is. Based on his relationship with Lady Mary, this might turn out to be true. I know the series sounds crazy, but it makes sense, I promise. He always treats her better than everyone else, he's always there for her, and well, he sees her as a priority. Do you guys think this is true? Is this a reliable theory? Is Downton 3 truly the new era? What if Downton 3 brings the new generation of characters together as grown-ups? What if Sibby, George, Marigold, and the rest lead the upcoming Downton films? Perhaps we'll be given a series that would focus on their lives instead of the lives of their parents. This might seem pointless at first, but it really is a good idea. The Crawley's children and their new servants could easily continue the legacy. As mentioned before, the very conclusion of A New Era says goodbye to a fan-favorite character, the beloved matriarch Lady Violet. Any Downton project without Violet would simply feel wrong. Which is why we need a new group of characters to enter the new decade of the 1930s. Yes, I know, a Downton film without Robert Crawley, the Earl of Grantham, and his wife Cora, the Countess of Grantham, would feel empty. As for Lady Mary and Lady Edith, they could easily make an appearance in the potential continuation, because, well, they're still young.
May I ask what you're doing here?
I come to see your house, with me mum and dad.
As you clearly remember, Lady Sybil, played by the beautiful and talented Jessica Brown Findlay, was the first to have a child, a daughter named Sibby, with her husband, Tom Branson, portrayed by Alan Leach. Mary then gave birth to George with her husband Matthew, played by Dan Stevens. Edith gave birth to a daughter with her then-husband Michael Gregson. Mary had another child, a daughter with her second husband Henry Talbot. Edith gave birth to another child, a son with her husband Bertie Pelham. The new era welcomes yet another member of the family, a child born to Tom Branson and his new bride Lucy. Considering the poignant death at the end of a new era, it's time for Downton to pass the torch to other characters. As you clearly remember, Violet named Mary the captain of Downton Abbey. Mary will be the captain until her son, George, grows up and becomes the new Earl of Grantham. Maybe Julian Fellowes will surprise fans with a time jump? Who knows? We still don't know how Fellowes imagines the third film, but with World War II coming, one thing is clear: the Crawleys will struggle again. Sadly, we're still waiting for confirmation about anything regarding the next Downton film, but Fellowes told the Mail Online that it's never really the end. In his own words, "It's very foolish to give people what they want in this business. The creator said goodbye to these characters more times than he can count, and each time he thinks this is the end, goodbye." Then he's writing another series or movie, but he also said that he doesn't mind if Downton ran its course. Basically, the creator and the entire crew behind the film are still waiting to see if fans really want to see yet another continuation. Per a report by Digital Spy, Penelope Wilton said she'll just wait and see how this one goes, adding that they can never be sure how an audience will react, but hopefully they'll enjoy it. Well, we truly did enjoy it. The actress finished the interview by saying it all depends on the writer. We also know that you need to smash the subscribe button and notification bell, so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. There are some rumors suggesting that the next film will be a musical. What do you guys think about this? Would you rather watch a musical? Let us know. See you in the next video.